Welcome back to The Explainer. So I am absolutely thrilled to dive into today's topic because we're taking on something that literally almost all of us deal with every single day, the dreaded screen time fatigue. If you spend hours staring at a computer, a phone, or a tablet and end your evenings constantly rubbing your eyes, this explainer was made exactly for you.
Let me just ask you a very direct question. Are your eyes hurting right now? Really take a second and notice how they feel. Are they feeling a bit heavy, kind of dry? Maybe you've got that dull, annoying little ache right behind them? Well, if you're nodding your head yes, trust me, you are totally not alone. We are all doing so much near work on our screens these days, and honestly, it's taking a massive physical toll.
What you're probably experiencing actually has a clinical name. According to the Cleveland Clinic, these are the classic symptoms of computer vision syndrome, or CVS. We're talking blurred vision, really dry eyes, nasty headaches, and even neck and shoulder stiffness. Oh, and increased sensitivity to light. Validating this discomfort is super important, right? Because you're not just tired. This is a very real, but thankfully highly treatable condition.
Okay, let's dive right in. Here is our roadmap for the explainer today. Screen time and eye strain. Why screens hurt our eyes. The 20-20-20 rule explained. Scientific proof it works. Tools to automate your breaks. And finally, ergonomics and eye hydration.
Section 1. Screen time and eye strain, the modern reality.
You know, we obviously rely on these devices for work, communication, and entertainment. But the onset of physical symptoms creeps up way faster than you might think. Just look at this wild fact from the Cleveland Clinic. It literally takes just 2 hours of continuous digital screen time daily to significantly bump up your chance of developing computer vision syndrome. Just 2 hours? For most of us, that's just the first chunk of our workday before we even grab our second coffee. Our eyes simply weren't meant for this kind of sustained, unyielding marathon. Section 2. Why screens hurt our eyes, the biological mechanics. The real secret behind all this strain is actually hidden behind this surprising number right here. 7. Under normal, relaxed conditions, we humans blink about 22 times a minute. But the second you lock your eyes onto a digital screen, it's like you enter a staring contest with your computer. Your blink rate absolutely plummets to just 3 to 7 times a minute. Let's compare these two states. With normal vision, that fast blink rate constantly spreads tears across your ocular surface, acting like windshield wipers, keeping your eyes perfectly moist and healthy. But with screen vision, your blinking drops by roughly a third. That massive lack of blinking is exactly what causes that awful dryness and burning. And get this, digital text isn't solid like ink on paper. It's actually made of thousands of tiny glowing pixels. So your eyes are constantly straining to focus and then refocus on these little dots of light without you even realizing it's happening. No wonder the muscles inside your eyes get so exhausted.
Section 3. The 20-20-20 rule explained, the golden standard.
Now, to fix this, the American Optometric Association recommends a brilliantly simple, totally free habit. And the beauty of this solution is I can literally explain all of this information to you in under 30 seconds. It's perfectly designed for anyone dealing with long screen time and close-up near work, and it doesn't require any expensive gadgets or medications, just a structured break.
Here is the super easy to understand breakdown. Every 20 minutes of screen time, you take a 20-second break and look at something 20 feet away. Now, you might be wondering, why 20 seconds? Well, it takes exactly that long for the totally exhausted muscles inside your eyes to finally, fully relax and reset. So 20 minutes, 20 seconds, 20 feet. Boom. That's the whole rule.
Section 4. Scientific proof it works. The JAMP study. So, does staring off into space for 20 seconds actually do anything? Well, a recent study published in the International Journal of Academic Medicine and Pharmacy, or JAMP, tracked 536 people who were experiencing prolonged screen exposure. First off, look at this device breakdown. 78% were mainly using mobile phones and 22% were on computers. And the crazy part? The average daily screen time for these folks was a whopping 6.32 hours. They were deeply in the danger zone for developing severe computer vision syndrome. So researchers had them implement the 20-20-20 rule and check back in 4 weeks later.
And the results were honestly phenomenal. After 4 weeks of practicing this one rule, 316 subjects, which is about 59% of the participants, found real, measurable relief from their digital eye strain symptoms. We're talking less tired eyes, fewer burning sensations, and way fewer headaches. This simple, completely free habit successfully worked for the majority of people suffering from heavy screen use. A total game changer.
Section 5. Tools to automate your breaks. Tech to the rescue. Now I know what you're thinking. Remembering to look away every 20 minutes is practically impossible when you are deep in a workflow. But if you're on a Mac, the dev community has a fantastic, lightweight workaround that uses your built-in notification system. Basically, you write a simple little shell script that triggers a desktop ping, you save a launch day agent file to schedule it every 20 minutes, and run a quick terminal command to start it up. It runs completely silently in the background and nudges you exactly when you need it. Set it and forget it.
And hey, for the Windows users out there, it's honestly even easier. You can just pop over to the Microsoft Store and grab a free app called iRest. It's a tiny little tray app, and nope, it doesn't collect any of your personal data. You just set your interval timer to 20 minutes, check the box to start automatically with Windows, and you are golden. A little toast notification will pop up right on schedule, reminding you to give those eyes a breather.
Section 6. Ergonomics and eye hydration beyond the breaks. So, while the 20-20-20 rule is absolutely your best line of defense, WorkSafe has some wonderfully practical habits to layer on top of it. When you take that 20-second break, try to look out a window if you can. Not only does it get you focusing on the distance, but the natural light actually helps keep your eye tissues flexible and oxygenated. And right next to that, hydration. Drinking plenty of water is absolutely crucial. Remember how we talked about your blink rate dropping and your eyes drying out? Well, internal hydration actually helps keep your body and your eye tissues naturally moisturized from the inside out.
And to top it all off, here are some rapid-fire ergonomic tweaks from the Cleveland Clinic to finalize your perfect setup. First, lower your display so it's about 4 to 5 inches below your eye level. Looking slightly down is just way more comfortable for your eyes. Second, dial that screen contrast down to between 60 and 70% to take the edge off reading. Third, if you've got harsh window glare, close the blinds. Glare literally forces your eyes to fight to see the screen. And lastly, wipe down your screen. Dust and fingerprints actually scatter light, which forces those tiny eye muscles to work even harder to focus. Seriously, give it a wipe.